call, great pass, great reception. That play had it all.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Dobbins. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it. And some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Edwards now on first and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he bowls over it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second and 12, Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Play number 9 now. This pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 23. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure,
back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Edwards again on second down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. For a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. I'm speechless. You're back in the shadow of your own goalpost. What? Talk. I don't know.
I was hoping you would keep talking.
First half, I bet.
I was hoping that you weren't speechless because I have no explanation for this. It does remind me a little bit of a playoff game in the NFL a few years back.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be fourth down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Jackson now. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
A final shot before half for Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Murray and company going for it on 4th.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again. Hey.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they run a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lambeau. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down, avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
On play action, Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. A good pickup there of 22.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. 30, 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
31 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7-7, our score after one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
That one complete to Prochet. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Throwing quickly for Mark Andrews.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Jackson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers now on first down.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On second down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On play action, now Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Rodgers. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Josiah DeGuara. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Smith finds his receiver, Watson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going.
Touchdown!
Samori Toure.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And here's Jones again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now Jackson.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Throwing, Jackson.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they'll get this down to the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you can earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So here we go, 45 ticks to play, and it's all going to come down to this onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. He juked him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down and 8. An inside give to Jones. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings.
Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. And he goes out right around the 39. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 41. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson.
That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The speed of Jordan Hicks on display there as he gets the tackle for loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
From 19 yards away.
And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Vikings nothing. Justin Tucker, you kick off the ball.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Uses the stiff arm. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play fake. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he shifts past him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go play action. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. Back to the ground. Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Edwards. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end, Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 35 yards.
And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
Finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, don't fumble the football.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Purdy on 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
McCaffrey is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Rolling to his right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On 2nd and inches. Purdy. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Purdy looking to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
He's got room past the 30. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. How about this?
A big play there on the catch and run. An even 90 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy off the play fake.
Down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
After the sack on 1st down,
Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd and 9, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
On the counter, it's Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now it's Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey from 4 yards out. And the 49ers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Niners 14, Ravens 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here's Purdy.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
Touchdown!
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And if we kept having to run patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run the option left. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Purdy. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down and more. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens, first down.
To throw again is Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.